So it's quite interesting that New Zealand is actually really well known for their chocolate and has some of the best chocolate on the planet due to the unique diet.
David, shh. I'm looking at the time right now, and it is actually time for the Chainsaw Minute.
I'm David, and this is your dose of Chainsaw Man. You can join us every Friday where we see what masterpiece Fujimoto put out.
I'm Jordan, and if you're looking for regular Shonen Flop goodness, you can find our next episode, our first thoughts on From Dusk Till Dawn, this Monday.
And just a reminder, these recordings are open to everyone, so listen and chat along with us on the Shonen Flop Discord every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern when there's a new chapter out. Find a link to it in our show notes and on our site. And then, Jordan, what was your devil this week?
So, I have the personal trainer devil, David. You see, me and Steph recently signed up for a gym membership, and they were like, oh, yeah, you want to do a personal trainer? This is how much it costs per month. And we're like, yeah, we can try a month. You know, that'll give us, like, a good place to start. So we sign up, and then we read the contract afterwards, and they automatically sign us up for 6 months, which is bullshit. Thankfully, there is, like, a consumer protection clause where we can get out of that if we notify them in, like, 3 days. And they were basically like, I don't think you can do that. And then we were like, well, we talked to our lawyer about it. And they were like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess you could do that. That's no problem. Yeah, sure. It's like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. So yeah, how about you, David?
So, listeners, it's probably no surprise. I am sick. I just got back from New Zealand. Jet lag actually wasn't so bad.
Nice.
But enough about that, Jordan. The plot summary for
Chapter 158, Guillotine. It goes, guillotine, yeah.
Also, just a heads up, listener, I was gone for a while, so we're doing a triple feature with 3 chapters covered this episode.
Yes. Fami summons the guillotine devil, which slices all of the guns and clothes off the guards. Annoying Fami says she blatantly told it to kill them. Asa asks her why she didn't just summon this fucking devil in the first place, and Fami says her devils are kind of weak and have restrictions, and Asa's like, what are the restrictions? And Fami's like, it's a fucking secret. Because Fami's smart and is like, I'm not gonna tell you how to defeat me, Asa. Popcorn David.
Yeah. The guards assume that they're here to rescue some of the members of the Chainsaw Man Church, namely Isumi, the leader of the church, with the fake starter, Higashiyama, Kobeni's brother, and Ikoku, the villain from Samurai Jack, the stoic guy with an eye patch. Asa tells them to leave because they're here for Chainsaw Man, which just makes them follow instead because they want to meet him. Talk about some Chainsaw Man followers.
Hey, I feel that.
Yeah, so Jordan, why was that week's chapter a 10 out of 10?
I love Fami so much. Like, there's a moment where Isumi is like, Fami, I'm not gonna follow you anymore. Let us go. Let me be on my own. Oh my god. And she's just like, okay. And he's like, Fami, this is bullshit. Oh my god, how could you do this? I'm kicking you out of the Devil Hunters Club. And she's just like, okay.
Fami does not give a fuck about anything.
She doesn't give a shit about any of this. She's just like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, I don't give a shit about this. Fine.
Biggest Sigma male in all of Chainsaw Man.
She is. She's fucking great. I love the guillotine devil.
Yeah, it's just a fucking bird. Guillotine!
Its head is tilted like Fami's is, kind of.
Yeah, it's the French Revolution devil, which was in my notes, but I saw Dude Rax post about that in the chat too.
Yeah. Oh my god. I also like how Asa, like, deflects an attack on her, and yours just like, damn, nice parry, Asa. Shit.
Do you notice that Fujimoto seems to like drawing birds a lot? Like, do you think that Fami brought a bird-based devil just to fuck with the war devil, which is an owl-based devil?
I don't know. That didn't really occur to me. That'd be funny if she did. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is all super thematic.
I've noticed the art seemed to be pretty good in these chapters. In particular, the paneling was exquisite. Like, when she's doing the kick, it really leads the eye off the page and into the next page. Fujimoto is definitely experimental with his paneling in interesting ways, but this is almost like an Akira Toriyama, like, really well thought out way of drawing your eyes to particular elements.
By the way, R.I.P. King.
Yeah, he never lived to see the end of Chainsaw Man Part 2.
Or Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. But yeah, no, this is a good chapter. I really like this one.
Yeah, it's just well balanced of action quality and just Fami being the not giving a fuck queen.
Mad respect to Fami.
Yeah, and I will say that it seems like Asa and Yoru are actually starting to like each other more, so we'll see if that goes, but I'm sure Asa will find some way to horrifically fuck it up and piss Yoru off.
Yeah, or, the reverse in some way, because Yoru's just
Yeah.
violent as fuck.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add, or should we go to the next chapter?
I think it's really funny how it's just like, you guys must be here for them, and they're just like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah. I've never seen this man before in my life.
Never seen it. I don't know who these people are.
All right. Well, enough about that, Jordan. The plot summary for
Chapter 159, Attack on Samurai.
the translator must have felt very clever with that name instead of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's gotta be an Attack on Titan thing. But yeah, anyway, Isayumi is following Asa and Fami to meet Chainsaw Man, but Ikoku and Higashiyama are following him mainly because they just have nowhere else to go. Ikoku literally says that, and Higashiyama just kind of doesn't know how to get out of the place. They think that they find an exit, but it's actually just a big padded room filled with pseudo Chainsaw Men. A middle-aged guy with an eye patch appears suddenly outside the door. Popcorn David.
He asks the Chainsaw Man church members why his wife had to transform when she was a good person.
She made him lunch every day, David.
God, that's how you get into heaven.
Yeah, like literally, that's what he says, I think.
And I love how he's like, I never did anything wrong. I just cheated on my wife.
For 6 months. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, he's got the he's definitely got the affair double.
I feel that because I also have never done anything wrong in my entire life at all.
Yeah.
I haven't even cheated on anybody, so there you go.
Yeah, the infidelity devil is probably actually pretty strong.
Yes.
Yoru kicks Fami out of the way as Katana Man bursts through the wall, just like Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah!
When the nail feed drops from the ceiling. And I was just like, oh my god, that's Katana Man's music.
Back down! Oh, my God.
And Jordan, why was that week's chapter a 10 out of 10?
If you couldn't tell, I love the guy who's just like, I've never done anything wrong in my entire life. Oh yeah, except for that time I cheated on my wife for 6 months. Like, why is this happening to me? Also, David, did you notice that, like, for some reason, they've decided to call Katana Man Samurai Sword Man?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, Katana Man is a kind of a long name.
Longer than Samurai Sword?
I thought they just called him Samurai.
Yeah, but still, it's like, you could just call him Katana.
Or just call him Man.
Man, but it seems like they're calling him Samurai Sword and Samurai for short. But it's just like, do you think people reading Shonen Jump don't know what a Samurai Sword is? Like, they don't know what a katana is?
I don't know. I wonder if they changed translator. It's like how in One Piece they call him a raccoon dog instead of a tanuki.
Oh.
Which is like, I also feel One Piece readers would know what a tanuki is.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I don't think they ever actually call him Katana Man when he first shows up. I don't think they actually give him a name. It's just kind of like, well, he uses katanas, so I guess he's Katana Man.
It's just like, just because I'm a man in katana doesn't make me a katana man.
Apparently. God, that just reminds me of like the scene from Samurai Cop, where the Samurai Cop's like, this is a katana. It means Japanese sword.
And then there's Katana in Suicide Squad. God, what a stupid movie. It's like, she steals your soul. I recommend not being killed by her. Like, thanks. I'll have someone else murder me instead.
I heard that movie was bad, but like I was on a trip one time and just kind of in a hostel and somebody had it on and I was just watching it. I'm like, holy shit, this is awful. It's so much worse than I thought it was. God, but anyway, enough about Suicide Squad. Ugh, fuck.
I do think that James Gunn could make an awesome live action version of Chainsaw Man, though.
James Gunn's he's proven to be a good director, honestly. But aside from that shit, I love how Asa needs to kick Fami out of the way and Fami's just getting tossed all over the place. It's really funny. And Nail's like, whoa, Asa, you don't have to be careful how hard you kick her. You don't have to do that. You just push her out of the way. And Asa's like, I only have one arm.
Yeah. By the way, I think this is the second mention of the word God in Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, the eye patch guy, different from Ikoku, different eye patch guy.
Different from the YouTuber.
Well, he's super eye patch guy.
It's true.
And a wolf. But he's basically like, is there really no God? Like, why does this keep happening? Why is this happening to me? He's such a dick. Like, he's looking at his wife who is suffering. He's like, why is this happening to me? Like, A+ asshole writing. Fujimoto.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anything else you want to say about this chapter?
This was a really short chapter, but a fun one.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyone could be Chainsaw Man. It could be you. It could even be me.
We can all be Chainsaw Man.
Because I still don't know Dennis is Chainsaw Man.
No, I really like the Guillotine Devil, which is just like so fucking useless.
Yeah. And even Fami's like, all right, this guy was fucking useless.
Gilly, you're useless.
Yeah, which we'll see in the next chapter. So, Jordan, how about we dive into the next chapter?
This is Chapter 160, That for which the heart beats. Katana Man recognizes Asa because I refuse to call him Samurai Sword Man. He recognizes her immediately as a devil hunter and says that her poetry book is going on sale next month. Nail asks him if he's a fan and he's like, no, definitely not, no. He then goes on a tirade about how the world is messed up because of Chainsaw Man and the Yakuza are actually heroes, but the eye patch guy from last chapter tells them to kill these kids. Yoru says to stop because they're here to fight Chainsaw Man too, which surprises Katana because he didn't even know Denji was here. Popcorn David.
He refuses to kill the kids because he's not going to defend his grandpa's murderer. And Nail is just kind of sick of killing children. Imagine that. Eye patch guy goes, nothing personal, kid, and teleports behind Nail and Katana and disappears when Katana slashes at him. He says he's going to find someone else who can kill them all. Katana says his heart beats to kill Chainsaw Man. And Yoru says that her heart beats to kill Chainsaw Man too, which clearly impresses him. So I think the thing that stands out to me is why this week's chapter 10 out of 10, we see that the eye patch guy, much like Madoka, is the smartest person in the world who says get out of the situations when they get tough, just like famous Kakafulu character Sean McKenzie, where I ran away when situations got dangerous.
Oh yes, David's famous character who survived like 6 sessions.
Yeah, 6 or 7 sessions because I just ran away when it was dangerous.
It's impressive and it works. I don't know what to tell you.
The Joestar secret technique.
Yeah. Oh man, but like, God, again, Fami's great. Asa's like, hey, Fami, can you do that again? And Fami's just kind of on the ground bleeding from her mouth. And she's just like, you think I can really do?
She doesn't say anything though. It's just how she looked at her, which is great.
Yeah.
This is just so great, Fujimoto. Like, Fujimoto's comedy game has been so strong in this arc.
Yeah, we also get more about how Katana Man really does have this vendetta against Denji for killing his grandpa. Like, he did when we first met him, but, like, it's still going, you know? He still just really fucking hates Denji, which, that's fair, yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
I mean, I don't.
I also really appreciate that we see another moment where Asa is really bringing in the value to Yoru, where she realized that she could just kind of use talk no jutsu to diffuse the situation in a way that, you know, Yoru never would have been able to, because Asa just has this very surgical stupidity that just works really well in the groundwork of Chainsaw Man's universe.
You have to be a little bit stupid to do well in Chainsaw Man. It's just, that's just how it works. You have to be a little stupid and crazy.
It's like how I was watching Frieren, and one of the most powerful characters, her ability works because she doesn't understand the actual repercussions of how her ability should work in actual physics.
No spoilers! No spoilers! We just started watching Frieren 2!
That's why I'm talking very vaguely. It's literally just they don't realize how their power shouldn't work, and it just does because they want it to.
I love that. You know, sometimes too much knowledge gets in your way, you know?
God, that's why I dropped out of grad school.
Hey, I really like how when they turn on the eye patch guy, he's kind of like, Katana Man, if you don't do this, then you're not going to get your syndicate back. And then he turns to Nail and is like, and you'll never be able to open a business.
My headcanon is it's a bakery.
Honestly, that's where I went to. I'm really interested in figuring out what business Nail wants to open. Like a hardware store?
That's too fitting.
It's too fitting. You're right. It's like in Service Wars where they had the guy with the bagels with like
Whoa,
chocolate.
bro, no spoilers.
Oh, fuck. My bad. You'll have to listen to that episode soon, listener.
By the way, one last thing is, I have to say the artwork was really solid this week. Like, the cross-hatching on Katana Man, like, there wasn't any panels that I was like, well, Fujimoto just kind of fucked up, you know?
He's been really good recently. Like, all these chapters have looked great.
Yeah, but they've been coming out weekly, so I wonder if he got additional assistance or changed his workflow. Because, like, he's doing 4 chapters in a row at the very least, which I don't think he's done in a while.
Do you think that, like, when he has a week break, he spends that extra week making multiple chapters so he can stay, like, a little bit ahead?
I'm sure he doesn't sit on his hands. I think the Dandadan guy does that too, where he does like the really hard spreads in the extra week. And Fujimoto the guy did work for Fujimoto, so maybe he learned it from him. I genuinely would wonder if he just has improved his technique or his assistants to be able to better optimize his workflow. Like, for instance, the guy who makes, Eden Zero, he just has a super optimized process, which is why he works only 40 hours a week to make manga.
Wow, that's nothing for manga.
super quick drawing.
Wow.
Yeah. So like he literally like doesn't work weekends. It's crazy.
It's the fact that that is not common is sad.
It is, but it shows you that like if you really make it your goal to do it to optimize the artwork, it is possible.
It is possible.
But you can see the art suffers for it, but hey, it lets him actually live a good life.
I've never read Eden Zero. I don't know anything about Eden Zero.
It's by the guy who made Rave Master and Fairy Tail.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we've read one of his works.
Yeah, is that anything like ReZero?
No, they're all unrelated.
Okay.
And thank you, Dude Rocks. His name is Hiro Mashima. Hiro Mashima.
I think Hiro Mishima is the main character from Daikatana. No, that's Hiro Miyamoto. My bad, because fucking John Romero. All right, anyway.
All right, Jordan, we are getting off topic. Is there anything else you want to toss in?
I do like how, nah, that's good.
Okay. Well, Jordan, I want to say thank you so much for all your hard work on the show, being a great co-host.
Do you think they're actually there to fight Chainsaw Man? Did they say that earlier? Like, I feel like they haven't really talked about their goals here.
I don't know. I mean, Yoru definitely actually wants to kill Chainsaw Man.
Yes. That has been a consistent goal.
But I don't know what Asa's plan is, and I think Fami might just be... Well, Fami wants Chainsaw Man to become powerful enough to stop the Death Devil.
Yeah, I feel like Asa was kind of stretching the truth, like she wasn't fully lying. I mean,
yeah,
Yoru wants to fight Chainsaw Man, again. Mm-hmm. Although it has kind of been established that the Chainsaw Man she really has beef with is Pochita.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she'd still fight Chainsaw Man if given the opportunity.
I mean, who wouldn't? All right, but Jordan, I think that's all we have time for to talk about with Chainsaw Man, because this was a really long one.
This was 3 Chainsaw Man minutes, 3 whole minutes of Chainsaw Man.
The triple feature, Chainsaw Man La Trace.
Yeah.
And Jordan, I want to say thank you for all of your hard work on the show and being such a great co-host.
Thank you, David, for all the work that you do on the show and editing and everything else.
Oh, no problem. You can find us on Twitter at Shonen Flopcast, Tumblr Shonen-Flop, our website shonenflop.com. We're also on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, wherever else you get your podcast. Props to Shannon for the awesome cover art. Find her online at illuminyatea. As a reminder, you can join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern when there's a new chapter out. You can find a link to it in the show notes or on our site. Stay tuned for Monday as we give our first thoughts on From Dusk Till Dawn. And I bet you know who else is locked up in this prison? It's a little bomb lady named Rize.
Okay, David, all right, well, whatever. I'm looking at the clock and it looks like the Chainsaw Minute is passed. Oh, no!
Bye.